Hey, have you ever wondered if that SEO agency, digital marketing agency that you hired to rank you to the top of Google is actually doing the work or if they're just flat out ripping you off? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you guys two things that you guys could do today. Get it done in about 5-10 minutes to figure out to see if that digital marketing or SEO agency you hired is actually doing the work or they're just out there cashing your checks. What's up, there, guys? This is here once again with Get Busy LLC, helping contractors, home service business owners, and local businesses understand the internet and how to use it to generate more leads for their business. Now, if you're a contractor or home service business owner, you've been pitched more times than you could probably count on getting your business to the top of the search results. They're an SEO agency. They can fix this on your website. You can get you to the top of the search results, and you're bombarded by this stuff all the time. And sooner or later, you finally cave in and you hire one of these digital marketing agencies. But as time goes on, you're not sure if they're actually even doing anything to rank you or get you more leads for their business. I've talked to so many business owners and contractors who've hired some places. I've seen guys that pay $200 a month. I've talked to guys that pay $2,500 a month. And I've gone in to see if there actually any work done on their website, on their SEO, or anything to get them pushed to the top. And I'm shocked to see that some people have been paying $2,000 a month for an entire year and they've done absolutely nothing for that business. And what ends up sucking so bad is I talked to some business owners that they've been paying for, like, say, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. They feel like, well, maybe this next month will be the breaking point. Will finally break through. They feel like they've invested so much. Why all of a sudden stop? Because all these SEO people tell them it's going to take them 6 months to reap the benefits and all this other stuff. Then I talk to guys that pay $200 a month and expect the world. They expect to be ranking in a huge area for HVAC repair when $200 doesn't even cover even the minimal expenditure when it takes what it really takes for search engine optimization. So I want to share with you guys two places, two things that you guys can do here and do it in about 5, 10, 15 minutes. And you'll figure out quickly if that person, that SEO agency, that digital marketing agency that you hired is actually ripping you off and not doing jack shit for you, your business profile, and your website, and getting your rank to the top of those search results. So I'm going to share with you guys two things you need to look for on your site. There's two things you need to be doing to check in to see if they're actually getting the work done. So here's one of the first things an SEO company or SEO digital marketing agency should do for your website. They should fix the entire on-page SEO of the website. That's like the foundation of it all. Without a good foundation, you're screwed right from the beginning. Are they actually doing the work and fixing up the title tags, like example, or like the shit I talk about here all the time on the basic stuff of SEO, the H1 title tag, the H2 title tags, H3 title tags. These examples I give out all the time here on this channel, just the basics of SEO, your H1s, H2s, H3. Are they doing the absolute basic stuff on the website? And there's a quick way to figure this out by visiting something called SEOscan.org. Let me show you guys how to do that really quick. So you just visit this website. I'll leave the link in the description. SEO Scan, what this does, it'll scan your homepage, your every single page. What you should be doing is taking a look at every single page and making sure that everything that they're going to be doing, all the on-page stuff on every single page is done correctly. Have they put in the location and the service you provide for your local market there? So you're basically telling Google you want to be found for this specific service in this location, just like the examples I give here, right? For sod installation, Woodstock, Georgia. This is what you want to be found for, this specific page. Have they done that correctly? And you could quickly tell with this SEO scan. You'll be shocked. And you'll be shocked the number of pages I've seen online where even the most basic stuff has not even been done yet. And yet people pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for this crap and are getting hosed constantly. So I'm taking a look at this AC HVAC repair company here where I live. I don't know anything about these people. I don't know if they're paying for SEO or anything like that, but I just wanted to show you how this tool actually works. So this is obviously AC repair here in Paso Robles where I live. So if I was doing the SEO for these people, I would type in somewhere on here, AC repair, HVAC service, Paso Robles, California. So I'm telling the search engine that's exactly what I want to get found for. So let's go ahead and copy this and put it into SEOscan.org. And this is going to tell me the most basic stuff, right? Hit analyze. I've been using this website for years. I don't even remember how I found the damn thing. But you'll see right here, the title tag of the website, it says Home, Kenneth Heaton Air. See, an SEO agency, somebody really does SEO. The very first thing I can do is fix the title tag of the website. I always tell people the title tag of the website is like a folder in a filing cabinet, right? When you pull out a filing cabinet, you see all the folders on there. On the tab of the folder tells you what's inside the folder. So you should title the title tag for the service you want to provide in that local market. So this basically says home, Kenneth Heating and Air. That doesn't help at all. And it's a meta description. You have meta description. It doesn't even have a meta description. So it's not even telling Google what the hell this page is all about. So this is the title and the meta description. It doesn't have any information. And you go on here. This is the H1 title tag. Again, the H1 title tag tells the search engine and your customers what you want to get found for: AC repair, carpet cleaning in Paso Robles, junk removal in Fresno, whatever it might be. You're going to see right here, this is their H1 title tag. It's wrong. Reliable heating, cooling, and electrical. But where? Where is this service being done? Doesn't tell you anything, right? And then finally, the H2 title tags should enforce the H1 title tags. It doesn't do that. And then this tool will tell you if the images, the alt text of the images have been altered and fixed. In this situation, it has been. So you're in good shape right here. But you can see this page is done completely wrong. So you do this for every one of these pages, right? So if you have another one for like AC installation, let's go ahead and copy this one to see if they've SEO optimized this specific page. Let's take a look, copy and paste that in there, hit analyze, and we'll take a look. And we'll take a look. Again, everything's wrong. AC installation, but it doesn't tell you where. AC installation, it doesn't tell you where. And so it's all wrong. So you can use this tool quickly to figure that. Let me show you one that's done correctly so you can understand what it looks like. So here's this asphalt paving company in Denver, Colorado. What do we want to be found for? Asphalt paving in Denver. So if you go to the title tag up here, it says Denver Asphalt Paving Experts, right? And so I put this in the SEO scan and it tells me I've done everything correctly. So hit analyze. And you're going to see the title tag says Denver Asphalt Paving. It's in the title tag, that keyword. The meta description, is that in the meta description? Here it is. Asphalt paving in Denver. Let's take a look at the H1 title tag. Does it tell the search engine and the customers exactly what we do? Asphalt paving in Denver, right there. And then do the H2 title tag support that? You see Denver here, asphalt paving in Denver, stuff like that. And all the images have been fixed correctly. Now let's take a look at another page on the site. Now let's try this page, new asphalt driveway installation. We want this page to show up when somebody's looking for a new asphalt installation in Denver. So let's go ahead to SEO scan, pop this bad boy in here, analyze it, and we're going to see it says new asphalt driveway installation in Denver. Great looking asphalt driveway. Let's see, new asphalt driveway installation in Denver. The H1 title text, new asphalt driveway installation in Denver. And all this stuff tells you the same thing. It's all done correctly. It's all good to go. So with this tool, you all have to do is just copy your URL of your website, pop it in there, and see if the actual SEO stuff, the stuff that you want to get found for and the location you want to be found for is in that page. If it's not, they're ripping you off. On top of that, you want to see if they're adding more pages as time progresses. I forgot to talk about that too. If you have local service pages, local location pages, different location pages, you want to make sure that they're adding pages, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages every month to keep Google coming back to your site, because it's constantly seeing you're putting more files in that filing cabinet. So you want to make sure that they're adding more pages. If they're not adding more pages, that's a good sign that it could be ripping you off. So the next thing you want to look for is that any good SEO agency is out there actively looking for places to create a backlink that points right back to your website. So they need to create a link from a local website pointing to your website, from a website with live traffic related to your industry that points back to your website. And if they're doing this, on a consistent basis, a link, a couple of links one month, 3 links next month, 4 links one month, 2 links one month, something consistent. And this is where the vast majority of your money is going to go, because this shit ain't cheap. Getting links from local websites and stuff like that, it's not cheap. Going out there writing articles for websites related to your industry where they point a link right back to your website, that is not cheap. You have to pay. Either you have to write the article, send it in, do the homework to find the website, or you pay somebody to do these. Some of these links will cost $300, $400, $500, $600 a pop. And if they're not doing that, That's what that budget that you're paying them out of that budget is what they should be doing, using that to get those local backlinks. So how do you figure out if they're actually doing that? Simple. There's a couple of tools online. You can check the backlinks of a website. So here's two websites that are free. I'll give you the links in the description below. Free backlink checker, and this one too. Backlink checker, Ahrefs backlink checker. They're free. So all you have to do is pop in your URL in here, right? And all you have to do is check the backlinks. For example, this business right here. Let's see if they're getting any backlinks. This only shows two backlinks, right? And one of them might not even. And then what you can do too is by looking at them, you can see if the websites are bullshit, or if there's even if it's even a real website. Because you'd be shocked how many bullshit websites are out there, and people just link to these websites. So I checked it out on this one here, right? Let's perform the check, and it'll tell you how many links you got going on here. It says 300 referring domains. This kind of crap, this means nothing, but just go in here and start looking to see if some of these links are legit. The BBBs, of course, and just start scanning and looking to see if they're actually building out any websites that are locally relevant, related to the industry. And you're gonna see a lot of SEO companies don't do jack shit. They don't create one link, and if they do create links, they're from bogus websites with no traffic that mean absolutely nothing. That they're nothing related to your industry. They're just pointing a bogus backlink just to show the stats that you're ranking or that you're getting backlinks and things like that, when in reality, you ain't getting shit. And let me show you what to look for if they are doing legitimate backlinks. So let me show you an example of SEO done right, the backlinking, the proper stuff, right? The way to figure this out is always look for injury attorneys, law firms. Those guys do not mess around when it comes to SEO. They throw everything at it because there's huge money in getting found online. So I'll just do something like injury attorney, West Palm Beach, Florida, right? And what I'll do is I'll look at the top one, right? The one that's not paying. So like this one right here, and I'll take their website and I'll put it in those tools, and it'll start giving me a list, and you'll see that they are actually getting good backlinks that's building out a profile online. For that top law firm, I took a look at some of the backlinks. I spent about 5 minutes just to look through them and start to see if there's anything locally relevant to their area. And I'm going to see here, it says Lake Park Music Festival. It's a festival right there in Palm Beach, Florida. And I'm going to see there's a link from their business right there. Here's another one, the Chamber of Commerce for the West Palm Beach, right? They have a membership on here, probably costs $500-600. They don't give a shit. They pay for it. So there's a link for their business somewhere on here as well. I saw another one, Florida Politics. Looks like it's a political magazine or something in that town, but a local website. They got an article written right here, and they have a mention of their business somewhere in here. I found a little while ago. It's on here somewhere, but there it is right there. There's their business right there. I found another one, West Palm Beach Post. This must be a local paper there in town. They're probably advertising on this paper, so it's creating a link back to that website. I found this link here, Madison's Miracles. Looks like they donate to people, some kind of charity, right? And I looked to see where they're located. They're Stuart, Florida. Must be near that location. Let's take a look at another one, Juniper Police Foundation. I don't know if Jupiter is close to West Palm Beach, Florida, but you're going to see they're a sponsor. There's a link to their website right there. I took a look at another one, another directory, Florida Smart Business Directory. Their listing is somewhere on here. I didn't take the time to look, but they're on here. The Palm Beach Symphony, right? Here's another one, above the bar, Palm Beach Symphony sponsorship. I look to see who's sponsoring this event. There's their listing right there. But do you see how all that linking, all that backlink, that's telling me, even me, who's just looking up for these backlinks, telling me a story that this law firm, this injury attorney, is actively active and trying to get his name out there in his local area, local location. You think Google doesn't figure that out? And this is one of the reasons probably why he's number one for this unbelievably competitive search term, injury attorney West Palm Beach. And this is right there. And you think all these cheap donating to these pages was cheap? It's probably $500 here, $500 to join the chamber. Who knows how much to get an article written here? Florida Politics, 500 right? Donating to the post, donating to these listings. Some people, I've seen people donate $600-700 to places, whatever it takes. Maybe they do like these events and they participate, and they're actively participating in the community. And now they also have links from other websites related to injury attorneys and stuff like that. But basically, I got a shit ton of backlinks. So if you go and pop in your website domain and take a look at the backlinks, and it doesn't look like anything like this. They're not actively trying to promote your business in the local area. You are basically getting hosed. And like I said, there's so many agencies, so many guys that are SEO experts. They just take the money and run. This is exactly what they do. And even if you paid them for 6 months and they give you any results, they still got all that money, and you still back at square one. And finally, here's one last thing you really need to think about. Are you actually getting results? Is your phone ringing? Are you getting more leads? Bottom line, that's what you're paying for SEO. You're not paying for metrics. You're not paying for these reports that mean absolutely nothing to you. Are you getting more phone calls? If you're not getting more phone calls, maybe it's time to cut ties with some of these SEO agencies that quite honestly don't do jack shit. And some of them that do stuff, they outsource it to some other country for 200-300 bucks, and they're getting these garbage links. I don't even know if they're building out your pages and doing the proper linking and all that stuff. So this is why I think this SEO thing, constantly rips off a lot of contractors, a lot of home service business owners, and things like that. And if you're one of those people that's paying $100 or $200, you're getting hosed as well. You can't do anything with $200. Are you going to pay somebody to build 5 pages for 200 bucks? Make sure they're SEO optimized and all that stuff. Are you going to get a backlink for 200 bucks? Where would the profit margins be if you're paying somebody $200 a month? So, those are massive red flags when it comes to doing any of this stuff. And this is one of the reasons I created this channel, because I did create my own SEO agency, website design. I do provide those services because I know there's people that do need them and they don't want to deal with it themselves. But at the same time, it's not as difficult as it's made out to be. It's just a proper website structure. You getting reviews, updating your Google business profile, and getting some backlinks. Does it take work? Yes. Does it take money? Yes. There's no getting around it. And the name of the game these days is getting into that 3-pack of the Google business profiles. And this is why, like I said, I have this page here, this YouTube channel. I hope a lot of you guys learn a lot of the stuff that I talk about here on this page. And if you want all more organized and a step-by-step process, one of the reasons I created my group. It's in the description below. And right there, I'll show you guys how to do everything from scratch. Even if you don't have a website, I have a complete website to show you how to do that. I'm currently working even on a Wix website template. I almost got that done. So if you prefer to use a Wix website, the entire template, step-by-step instructions, how to create it, how to optimize your Google business profile, how to get backlinks, everything that is needed for SEO is in that training course. So you don't have to pay an SEO agency thousands and thousands of dollars where they end up just ripping you off and not doing jack shit for you. And then once you get the hang of it, maybe you can show somebody on your team how to do some of the stuff you already know. But with time, once you build out a page here and a page there, how to find a backlink here, how to find a backlink there, with a little practice, it's not really too difficult to do. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to somebody about the building actual location pages, how simple it can be. Once you figure out how to build one or two, you start keep creating a process. You can build as many as you want and attach them to your website for all these to hit all these little locations around your area and get you more leads doing it that way. You can check a video I made for that right there. And if you guys want a link to my training group and everything that I do, or if you guys want somebody else to do this stuff for you, all my links are in the description below. You can check that out right here. And that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.